you look at the number of points you scored with relatively few games and no three-point line.
Right.
Would you project the possibility of that being broken here? Or do you think that's good to go?
Well, I mean, definitely anything is capable of happening, but, with the three-pointer involved, that could speed, just like it speeds games up, it could speed that up to happen, one day. Hopefully, it'll stay for a little while longer, but if not, it's been a long time, so it's been a great number to have and to hold on for a while.
Would you speculate, I mean, your game was shooting. Would you speculate how many points you might have scored with a three-point arc?
2,700. I mean, I'm being serious. I'm definitely serious about it. Most of the shots, other than some dunks, were from the parking lot. So.
Have you gone back and looked at film?
Sometimes I do. My son, we look at a little film and have some fun with it.
Are you involved in basketball now in any way?
Yes, I'm a part of a new team called The Ball. I'm on the administrative staff, and I'm also a coach. It's a summertime league that represents a lot of the local college talent. Right now, the city of Richmond, they do not have a team, but D.C., Baltimore, Raleigh, in that area, they have a team, and some more teams are, coming on, each month.
Administrator or coach? Or?
Yeah, coach.
Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Your son looks at you on film. What's one of the first things he says about your game?
He said, "Dad, you were pretty good." He, with the intensity and it's a lot different than some of the guys that play now. And he jokes me a lot. He's like, "Dad, you were mean. You always, had a scowl on your face or something like that." But, I just had to tell him that, it was the very serious times there. Much like some of the games that coming up this Thursday, you had to really be serious and take it serious if you wanted to compete.
Does he take some of your mindset?
A little bit, but not as much as I would like.
100 years of basketball at Richmond, you're on the all-time team. It's got to be pretty special.
Oh yeah, definitely it's a great honor to have. Long time, even thinking back those days with just coming here and where the basketball program was and where I thought that it could go and how much I could be a part of it and some of the other guys, how much they could be a part of it. And I tell you, just having a room full of reporters today versus way back then is a big difference. And it's like I said, it's come a long ways, and it's great.
Did John have a mustache then?
John had a lot of things back then. Yeah.
John, did you guys kind of know the legacy you were starting to build when you went to those first two NCAAs, that it could turn into Sweet 16s and a room full of reporters and the attention the program gets today?
Well, I tell you, we talked about it, and by the way, I got to find Beckwith. He's been dodging my phone call, so I'm trying to figure out how he made the team, but we'll talk about that later. But I tell you, when we came in, I think that I was one of the first ones that, was recruited pretty hard and made that decision, and I had a relationship with JD, with John Davis, because of five-star basketball camps, and then they kind of introduced us to Beckwith, and I started to call back then. I don't know if that was, it was safe to do back then, but we did it. And we came down and we came together, and we just really felt like, hey, we could do something. And it just turned out well, and we had a lot of fun. And today, we're still friends, and I think that's important.
How has the VCU-Richmond rivalry changed over the years?
It's changed, and I see it coming back. But, I mean, I can remember some days that we came up short, and I didn't want to come to practice, because I felt like I didn't have my 20, 22, 23, it was very competitive, and you had to really have your mind right to compete. And if you were, the star player or the player that they had pinned to to the bulletin board, you had to get your rest the night before, because you really had to compete. Because they had some athletes across the board. They had a very intense coach at that time, much like they have now. But I tell you, when the game started, we went right at them. I guess they thought they could walk over us, but it wasn't like that.
John, it sounds like these guys don't interact with VCU's guys very much.
Right.
And I know in your day you spent some
Right.
time at VCU. How has
Right.
that kind of changed the rivalry? You guys seem to know their guys. They knew you a little bit better back when you were playing.
Right. I think, for guys, and especially for myself, I didn't have a problem in auditioning my game. So in the summertime, I would, for a long time, would be one of the very few Richmond players, other than probably Michael Purry, that would compete, and he lived here, so that really doesn't count. But I would go and play against those guys all summer, and it was personal, and they knew it. But I think it was a respect there too, a respect that was earned over time, and it's much different now. A lot of guys, they don't really know the VCU players. Probably it's just we play a game here, a game there. But now I think that rivalry and that connection is going to get a little closer, with being in the same conference now.